Disney Plus has finally released Daredevil, Born Again, and its opening sequence is sure to spark intense discussion among fans, primarily due to its controversial nature. Right from the start, the series makes a bold creative choice by eliminating a beloved character from the original Daredevil show. This shocking death comes at the hands of Bullseye, a formidable foe of Daredevil known for taking down key supporting characters in the comics. However, even comic book readers will be caught off guard, as the show presents a fresh twist on the tragic deaths from the Guardian Devil and the Elektra Saga storylines. Although Daredevil, Born Again shares its name with one of Frank Miller's most renowned Daredevil comics, the series does not closely follow that storyline. Much of the original Born Again plot was already adapted in Season 3 of the Netflix series. Instead, the title serves as a meta-reference to the revival of the show after Netflix cancelled it in 2018. The Disney Plus iteration draws inspiration from a broad range of comics, offering a new perspective on Daredevil's journey. The dramatic loss of a major character reinforces the significance of the Born Again title, as Matt Murdock must now rebuild himself following a profound personal tragedy. Fans of the original series will be devastated to learn that Franklin Foggy Nelson, played by Eldon Henson, meets his end in the opening scene. First introduced in Daredevil No. 1 in 1964, Foggy has been a crucial part of Daredevil's lore, serving as Matt Murdock's closest friend and business partner. Their law firm, Nelson and Murdock, later renamed Nelson, Murdock, and Page, played a central role in both the comics and the previous series. Henson's portrayal of Foggy was a standout in the Netflix series, bringing warmth and heart to the gritty world of Daredevil. His character was more than just comic relief. He was an anchor for Matt, providing a moral compass and a grounding presence. The showrunners made a wise choice by allowing Foggy to learn about Matt's alter ego early on, which opened up new storytelling possibilities and deepened their friendship. When Daredevil, Born Again was first announced, Henson was not initially slated to return. In fact, none of the supporting cast from the Netflix series, aside from Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock, and Vincent D'Onofrio, Wilson Fisk, were confirmed. However, after the show underwent significant rewrites and reshoots following the completion of 4 episodes, the decision was made to reconnect it more firmly to the Netflix continuity. As a result, many original cast members returned, including Henson. However, his absence from promotional material led to speculation about his character's fate. That concern was valid. Foggy is brought back only to be killed off within the first few minutes of the new series. The tragic moment unfolds when Foggy, Matt, and Karen Page are at Jose's bar. Foggy receives a call from a high-profile client expressing fear for their safety. When Matt leaves to protect Foggy's star witness as Daredevil, he realizes too late that it was a setup. The client had already given up Foggy's location, leading to his assassination. Bullseye shoots Foggy in the chest, and despite Karen's desperate attempts to save him, he succumbs to his wounds. Matt, locked in battle with Bullseye, hears his best friend take his last breath. The narrative then jumps a year ahead, confirming Foggy's death through a memorial pamphlet and revealing that Bullseye is now on trial for the crime. This twist in Daredevil, Born Again, significantly deviates from the comics, where Karen Page, rather than Foggy, is the one killed by Bullseye. Karen, introduced in the same issue as Matt and Foggy, has had a tumultuous history in the comics. She left the series in 1972 to pursue an acting career in Los Angeles, but later returned in the 1980s under Frank Miller's direction. Her storyline took a darker turn, depicting her struggles with drug addiction and exploitation in the adult film industry. At her lowest point, she sold Matt's secret identity to the kingpin for drugs. Though she eventually overcame her past, her character was often portrayed as a tragic figure in Daredevil's world. By shifting the death from Karen to Foggy, the MCU series subverts fan expectations. While Karen's death in the comics was heartbreaking, the decision to eliminate Foggy instead adds a different layer of emotional depth to Matt's story. It forces Daredevil to navigate grief in a new way and alters the trajectory of his relationships. Given Foggy's integral role as Matt's best friend and moral compass, his absence will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on the narrative. Daredevil, Born Again, takes bold risks in its storytelling, reshaping established lore while staying true to the emotional core of its characters. The loss of Foggy Nelson will be a devastating blow to fans, but it also reinforces the show's overarching themes of resilience, justice, and redemption. How Matt Murdock rises from this tragedy remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: his journey has never been more personal.